Last Jedi was directed and written by Rian Johnson, and it stars Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, and many others. And since The Force Awakens, we have seen the strengths of the Resistance diminishing and the power of the First Order increasing. And as Rey is looking to learn the ways of the Jedi from Master Luke Skywalker, the Resistance finds itself in a race against time to run from the grasp of the First Order and Supreme Leader Snoke. The Last Jedi is a film long anticipated for many, and I will say this film will make the two generations of fans, or maybe three, very happy. Rian Johnson has written and directed a very ballsy, risk-taking, unconventional Star Wars film. He directs the shit out of this. You can see a lot of the influences he has named for this movie in the action sequences, in the storyline, in the character arcs, and he takes a lot of swerves. Just when you think you know where this movie is going, where certain characters are going to go, he swerves you yet again, hitting you with surprises that will leave you gut-wrenched. But he does this not at the cost of story, not at the cost of characters and how they were established, not at the cost of their progress, of their evolution, of their growth. He does this through having conflict and tension and dramatic way throughout the film. From the very beginning, the Resistance is between a rock and a hard place as the First Order and Snoke are hunting them down, the last few remnants that remain of the Resistance. And this tension, this dramatic weight, this running against time is felt throughout every single storyline in this film. As Rey tries to learn from Luke, they do not have a very easy relationship, and the movie takes its chances with how we see and have the perception of the Jedi and the lore and this character of Luke Skywalker. And just when you think that you understand the character, the movie yet again takes chances and it changes your perception. And this proves excellent writing from the part of Rian Johnson as he explores and expands the lore and our understanding of it and of certain characters in this film in ways I never even imagined. And the way he shoots this film, the way he directs, there are a lot of creative visuals in this film that I never thought possible. A lot of his storytelling is very risky, particularly without spoiling with Rey and Kylo Ren and how they mirror each other and how they contrast and how the Force binds them together and how it drifts them apart. Let's talk about Luke Skywalker because we did not get enough of him in the last film. This is Mark Hamill's best performance as Luke and his best performance in his career. This character is going through a lot. The minimal exposition that was in The Force Awakens you got of Luke, you understand that here through his character development. This character has gone through a lot, he is still going through a lot, and most importantly, and completely unexpected, he is a completely flawed character, and that elevated the film for me a lot. The ways he teaches Rey and what he has gone through, as you find out in this film, are very emotionally heavy. They are very emotionally investing and they keep you on the edge of your seat, just like the tension that is felt throughout the film, not only with the First Order hunting the Resistance, but also the friction between Rey and Luke. And Luke Skywalker does have some pant-pissing moments in this film that are just nerd heaven. I nearly pissed my pants in the movie theater watching some of the stuff that Luke Skywalker goes through in this film. And of course I will not spoil anything, but a certain cameo in this movie was like looking into the face of God. I'm saying nothing else. Daisy Ridley is impeccable as Rey once more, a magnificently written character, not a Mary Sue whatsoever for the haters out there, and the film yet again takes its chances, not only with her as a character, but the way you find out more about Rey. Again, the visual storytelling comes into this. The way Rey explores herself, her connection to the Force, her past, and other characters' past are very very risk-taking and bold, and they pay off beautifully. John Boyega as Finn is funny as hell once more, and the film very well incorporates the funnies into this film. The comedy is very well incorporated. It doesn't feel like it derails the story whatsoever. It feels like something organic that comes out of the characters. And Finn is yet again the greatest example of that. And his chemistry with Rose is also spectacular. Kelly Marie Tran is also great in this film. Their chemistry is excellent, and both these characters really connect with each other because they are both going through something very heavy emotionally speaking. Poe Dameron is great once more, coolest guy in the galaxy with another cool jacket to add to this collection, and he was used in a very surprising way for me. I'm not going to spoil anything, of course. If you like what you saw with the gray areas of the Resistance in Rogue One, you will like what you see from Poe here. And let's talk about Carrie Fisher. It was hard watching this film. I'm not going to lie. There's one scene in particular that we'll talk about in the spoilers review. Oh, it was hard to breathe in that moment. And Leia as a character is excellent as well. She's still a badass, she's still the general, and there's one moment that I've always dreamed of seeing with Leia in this film that just brought the happiest of smiles to my face. And we'll talk about it in the spoilers review, but Carrie Fisher, thank you. It's also her best performance since any Star Wars film, and I'm very happy with this. Adam Driver as Kylo Ren continues to be yet again a conflicted, complex, and layered villain. This film deepens our understanding of Kylo Ren, and it swerves us with this character a lot. I really like the route that they took with this character. It was not at all what I was expecting. It was not at all what I envisioned for this character, and it made me afraid sometimes. I have to commend Rian Johnson's courage in this film, because with characters, with the storyline, with the way he executes the storyline in this film, it's ballsy. This film made me afraid because I wasn't liking certain directions they were taking, and the film swerves me yet again to bring me something new I had never seen before. But there's a storyline with Finn and Rose that I don't have problems with, but I do have problems that it was so long. There are incredibly important things happening in their storyline, thematically speaking, just like with any other storyline. But it does take a little bit too long to get resolved and to keep going. It feels like it stops, like it slows down, unlike the rest of the film. And speaking of that, the film in general is very slow-paced. It takes its time. With Rey's and Kylo Ren's training, it explores the mental side of it, how it affects them psychologically, and how they progress through these struggles, and it does so with a lot of other characters. The action sequences are incredible, both in space, with the Falcon flying around, and the lightsaber battles. The lightsaber battles are probably the best in Star Wars history. Not gonna lie, maybe not better than the final duel between Luke and Vader in Return, but my god, the wide shots, the way we see our actors doing their stunts, fighting around, moving their sabers, the fighting styles and all, it's magnificent. And the cinematography is also excellent. I gotta congratulate the cinematography. This is probably one of the most beautiful looking Star Wars film there is. Maybe the best one, maybe top 2, maybe top 3, not sure, but it is beautiful. The Last Jedi has a very clear thematic. A thematic I cannot tell you about, otherwise it will be spoilers, but once you see the film, it will all make sense. And it is a film that imposes a lot of questions. It changes questions that we had before into new ones. It gives us a lot of answers, and it makes us look forward into the future. There's great exploration of the lore, a great swerve in the storyline and our perception of the characters and the Star Wars universe. It's a great addition to the franchise. It keeps pushing our characters and their stories forward. It has great dramatic weight. There are moments of pure raw emotion in this film, moments where you will cry like never before, moments where you will weep like never before, and moments where you will just feel pure raw anger. The Last Jedi is by far the ballsiest Star Wars movie ever made, and in my money, it will go down as the most controversial Star Wars movie ever made. The Last Jedi is absolutely the stuff that dreams are made of. What did you think of The Last Jedi, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? I can't wait to explore everything with you in the spoilers review. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me in this journey. Thank you to Cinema Planet for offering me this press screening. I cannot believe I've already watched this movie. Can't wait to watch it again tomorrow, and I'll see you on the spoilers review. And so until then, you stay beautiful, you stay geeky, and if you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button and the bell so we can be geeky united!